Hey, it's Matt with Superchips here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the 3571 Flashcal. Now this product supports from 2007 up to 2016 on the Jeep Wranglers, and this will give you a great host of features and allow you to do some quick calibrations to account for things like tires and gear ratio changes, as well as give you some cool diagnostic and monitoring features. So we'll dive into it here and show you how it works. Okay, so now we're here in the Jeep with the Superchips Flashcal 3571. We're going to go ahead and go through some of the features and see what all this device can do for you. So the first step is to turn the key to the on position, and then to plug the OBD2 cable in down here at the diagnostic port under the dash. Now you'll see the Flashcal will power up, and we'll get right to the options. Like we said before, the Flashcal is really designed for the guy who's done tires, gears, some of the simple modifications like that, and it'll help correct your speedometer to get everything reading and shifting how it should. So we'll go through some of the features here. So you've got options, scan, and info. So those are the three main sections on the device. We'll start with options. So to select options, you just press OK. And it'll tell you to turn the ignition on, which we've already got. And we'll load some application information from the vehicle. And then it should boot up and give us our options here. Right now it's just reading the vehicle's VIN and scanning the system to see what all options we have the ability to interface with. So as you can see, there's quite a few. Just reading from top to bottom, we've got axle lock, engine idle, tire size, gear ratio, transfer case low ratio, lamp delay, running lights, accessory delay, lane change, lamp flash, horn chirp, Tpms off-road, and fog lights. So as you can see, there's quite a bit that this device can do for you. We'll just go right back to the axle lock to begin. So here in the axle lock option, you basically have the ability to lock the front or the rear axles manually through the device. Now, it's very similar to what you can do on the dash with the factory switch, but here you can actually lock them in 4 high, which you won't have on the factory. So we're not going to do that right now, just to give you an idea of what the features are. So we'll go back here. Okay, exit that menu. Now we've got engine idle. So really this is an idle speed adjustment, just to give you a temporary option to raise that idle if you're doing things like winching or if you need an elevated idle for any reason. We'll go back here, which right now we're just going through the settings, so we'll just go on to the next one here. Next option is tire size. Here you can literally move the adjuster up and down to program in whatever tire size you'd like. So we'll exit with no changes. The next option is gear ratio, very similar. We've got pre-selected gear ratio options here ranging from 273s all the way up to 538s. So whatever you'd like to program that in if you've made a physical adjustment to your gears. For now, we'll go back. For the transfer case low ratio, very similar. This is just preset adjustments for whatever you've modified that gear ratio to be. So go back. Now the lamp delay is an interesting option. It's really it's talking about how long your headlamps will be on after you shut the vehicle off. So here it's set at 120 seconds. You can adjust it to be whatever you'd like in this device. It's also got running lights, which this changes the way that your daily running lights function. So you've got several different options here, and these are detailed in your manual depending upon how you want them to be set up. For now, we'll just go back. We have the accessory delay, very similar to the lamp delay in that in this case, when you shut the vehicle off, until you open your door, all your radio and your accessory lights will all stay on. You can adjust it to be 45 seconds, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. So it's however you'd like it to be. Now we go to the lane change option. This is the one-touch lane change. So if you ever notice on your Jeep, if you just tap the blinker, you'll get it to flash 3 times or so. If you do a hard click, it'll stay on indefinitely. You can turn that feature on and off here. Now I've got the lamp flash. Now this is just a feature when you lock your Jeep, you can make it so your headlights flash if you'd like, or you can turn it off. It's totally up to you. And horn chirp is the same scenario. When you lock the Jeep, do you want it to chirp at you or not? So if you get up a lot early in the morning and you don't like that feature, you don't like to wake up your neighbors when you lock your Jeep, you can go ahead and turn that feature off here. And the last option is the TPMS off-road option. So with this device, you can actually shut off the entire TPMS system. It is an optional feature that you don't have to do, but you can turn that off. Keep in mind, when you turn the TPMS off, all your TPMS sensors will no longer read, so keep that in mind. But if you're going off-road and you're adjusting the pressure really low for your tires so you have maximum grip, you'll want to turn that off. And then finally, the fog lights. This will give you the ability to let your fog lights function with your highs. If you'd like, that's a preset feature from factory, and you can toggle that on or off here. So really, this device gives you quite a few options to go through and customize the vehicle for what you like. It also has scan features here in the scan section, which is to read and clear trouble codes. You can monitor gauges such as RPM or coolant or intake air temperature and display them all on the device. And you can also data log from here, which is where you can activate 4 parameters and keep track of them over a certain period of time and export that log file from the device directly. And finally, we've got the battery voltage, which just as you see here, it'll just give you a digital representation of what your battery's at currently. So now the final option we have is the info screen, which basically will give you vehicle information. Right now the tuner is not locked to this vehicle, so we haven't actually gone through and adjusted those. When you have adjusted it, you'll see your VIN information here. We've also got the device info, which will give you your serial number, what type of ECM we're talking to, and the information on the device's version information. So that's been a quick rundown of the Flashcal and its features. Keep in mind, this device does not have performance programming built in, but the great thing about the Flashcal is if down the road you decide to upgrade your vehicle or for some reason you want to add the extra power that something like a flash pack would have, you can actually upgrade this device online through our update software and enable it to be exactly like a flash pack. So you'll get the high performance tuning, mileage tuning, tow tuning, and our crawl tune all in this device, so it can really grow with you as your needs change. So that's been an overview of the Flashcal.